Good morning, YouTube. Here we are. So this is block number 2. And we got us an oil change. So we're good on that aspect. What else? Just feeling really positive, man. Just really feeling great. I did open my mouth a little too early because the next block that we have is 910 miles. It's going to Boise, Idaho area. Not bad. Not bad. I'm not complaining at all. These could be 1,000. Well, probably 1,000 miles. It's a little too much, but I think that's about right. 910 and 4,000. So you're gonna be around $4 to the mile. This now you gotta calculate. This time you actually gotta calculate per miles because we're pretty much just gonna be driving. We're gonna have one stop, pick up from one location here to the next, and then bring it back, and then go pick up our load going to Boise, Idaho, which is gonna be around 400 something miles, I think. Yeah. But the one over here is literally right next door, you know. So we should be good to go. So this one, we had a load from picking up from GEG1 going to KGEG, and then from KGEG going to GEG1. And now we are waiting for this load to go pick up and take it on to DID2. All right. Our load is ready. Let's see. Let's look at the time here. I kind of took their sweet time here. So actually check in by 09 and pick up by 10:45, depart by 11:30. And it's 10:30. That's all right. That's okay. Like I said before, don't be in a hurry when you're doing Amazon contracts. Amazon contracts, they have plenty of time for you to work. And when you cannot make a time frame because of their fault or because of weather, don't you worry. You're gonna get paid. All you have to do is report it. Report it to Amazon ROC, and then they still gonna pay you. They're gonna figure it out from there. Just make sure you keep up with your time. The key thing is that keeping up with your time. Your time are very, very crucial. You have to make sure you're on point. Sometimes they're not like, so when 1:30, okay. So if your time is coming up, your departure time is coming up, you have to call ROC yourself. You gotta let them know, hey, listen, these guys haven't given me a load or my load, and my departure time's coming up. Trust me, they'll figure it out from there. So if any issue that you have to make sure that you let ROC know, because those time right here are crucial. The reason why I say that, because when it's time for you to book some good loads, good contracts, or good spot loads or whatever, you're gonna need a good score. And we will talk about scores as far as Amazon Relay scores in the future. But this is our trailer. We're ready to roll. All right. fairly new trailer. That's one thing I like about Amazon. Most of their doggone trailers are fairly new, and these ones are kind of slid to the front. Don't got to worry about the tires because the tires look okay. I just got to check the brakes, really. Look at that. That's really empty. This thing weighs 5,000 pounds. I could actually take the 195 and the 95 scenic route, but I don't want to get caught up in that route when it's dark. I think it gets a little bit dark earlier times nowadays, so I don't want to be caught. Like, I think I will have like 3 hours of driving on those kind of roads, and I don't want to be caught in that road. It's actually a beautiful route, believe it or not. 195 past Lewiston to the 95 is a nice route. Been there. I've been there once, I believe, once or twice, but beautiful route. But we will take Oregon. We're gonna take 80. What the hell route is that? 80? No, 395. So we're gonna take 395 towards Oregon. I can't tell you exactly where it is, but I know off the top of my head what it is or what it looks like. I wish I'm remembering these things. That's what happens when you get old, I guess. It went red. Yeah, it doesn't work here. I mean, it could be random too, but I don't think it works here. Man, when you guys are going through the scale, just take her easy. Look what it says, 3 mph. That's the scale speed. But going too slow, they're not gonna whatchamacallit. They're not gonna whatchamacall you for it. But going too fast, definitely they will stop you. Oh, they're stopping this guy. Looks like it. No, never mind. We don't got no red light. At the same time, we don't got no green light. I'm gonna take that as we are good to go. That sucks for those guys. They're standing there in line. They probably didn't get their permits. You should have got your permits. Should have gotten your permits. Good as morning, YouTube. Man, it's day 2 of the second block. Haha. Look at this sunrise. That's a beautiful sunrise. Sun speaking out saying, hey, good morning. Come say hi to me. We're gonna go get some coffee. We're here at the Amazon facility right now waiting for our load. 7:30 is our takeoff time, or 8:30 is when the time we gotta be here, supposedly. Been here since last night, delivered the load over here, but they were telling me at the facility that they might get me out early, but no, that's not possible because I'm delivering this stuff to Nampa, Idaho, and then from Nampa, Idaho, we're going to Spokane, Washington to finish off the block. So we don't want to run out of hours and be somewhere in between and have to shut down before Spokane. That's why you don't want to start your clock early. But for now, let's get some coffee. We got our seal, we got our paperwork, we're ready to roll. It's just a loaded carts. We're gonna take it to Nampa, Idaho, and hopefully the load that we have coming out of there going to Spokane is ready. Trying to do something with 2 hands and having a camera on the other hand, it's not an easy task. So let's go ahead and run some numbers. So I think I'm gonna decide to go ahead and do this on a regular. Just, you know, I know this particular load is not done yet, but I think it helps a lot of people in seeing the real numbers and whatnot. But like I said, it's just I cannot emphasize this enough. These numbers are really good because I choose and pick where I want to go, how I want to get there, and there's a lot of sacrifice to be made though. But before we get started on the numbers, look how my MPG has changed. So I was normally averaging, let's look at 90 days. 90 days was like 6.4. I would say this is pretty accurate, even though it's all computerized, but it's pretty doggone accurate. I verified it and done it physically. But the last 7 days, even though we bobtail about, what is it? How many days? Or like 700 miles of bobtails and probably loaded of over almost 2,000, maybe over 2,000, almost 2,000. Yeah, I would say almost 2,000. No, actually slightly under 2,000. So I'd say 1,800 miles. And at 7.1 during the winter, I'd say that's pretty nice. That actually looks promising, believe it or not. So let's do these numbers based on that figure, right? Based on 7.1. So we know we're gonna get paid approximately $39.06 for this load. We're running 910 miles. I know it seems a lot compared to the last one, but actually it doesn't look that bad. So we're running 910 miles. Because we have like a couple of less stops on this one, okay? Because it's just more miles, therefore, we did work a little bit more hours-wise. So you gotta that's why I do it per day, you know? But we don't, like, it's not even close to Vegas. Anyway, so $39.06 for the payout, 910 for the miles, and at the TA down here, the TCS is actually giving me 368 to the gallon. And we're gonna go ahead and do the MPG based on what we saw on Keep Trucking, and then we'll just do plus or minus, you know. So it's 7.1, right? And if you divide 910 to 7.1, you would equal to about 128. And then I'm gonna go ahead and figure that out to plus 12 gallons, because there's quite a bit more hills down this way. So we're gonna go ahead and with 140 times 368, and that equals to 515. When you subtract 515 from 39.06, you get 33.90. When you divide that by 2, you get 16.95. And now that's amazing, right? How does that happen? How do we make more per day to the last block. I don't know. It's math, man. I'm telling you, the magic of math. Sometimes it's magical. Sometimes it's just like blown. You know, you're like, what the heck? How did that happen? You know, because you would figure we have more overhead on this one, but they are paying us a little bit more on fuel surcharge out here. So maybe that's where it comes from. I don't know. It's hard to investigate that. We're just gonna leave it at that. But like I said before, I'm doing this because I want to preface this by saying that you're not gonna get these numbers all the time. For me, these are really good numbers. For somebody else, probably not. But another thing you got to consider, I don't know what IFTA looks like in Oregon, and we ran through Oregon, so they might take it out from that end of it. You know what I mean? We'll see in March, see what that IFTA looks like. You know, but Idaho, I believe Idaho is also heavy on IFTA, so we'll see what our numbers look like. I'm trying to balance my fueling area where so I don't have to pay too much on IFTA. Last IFTA I paid 212, 212, and 212. So I ran quite a bit of Illinois, I believe, the last IFTA, in Texas maybe. Yeah, a little bit of Illinois, a little bit of Texas, quite a bit of California. So even though I got a lot of fuel in California, they still charging me a lot. Doggone California, I tell you. But once again, please don't get the wrong impression. I cannot emphasize this enough. My girl actually has a lot of people going to her, and they're saying that they saw a YouTube video that one guy or some person they saw making a YouTube video, and they saying that how much money they made and whatnot. See, man, I don't suggest you going into trucking because you want to make thousands of dollars. I suggest you do some research first. If you're watching this and you're thinking about, looking at these numbers and you're thinking, man, that's a lot of money. That's what I want to do. See, I've had a lot of experience with this industry, and I'm always crunching numbers. I'm always looking at the possibility of making more. I'm trying to improve my craft and stuff. That's a lot of years of experience, and you can't just be like out of 1 year of trucking and then you're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna make as much as he does. You can, it's possible, but I'm gonna tell you that your odds are very, very low, because it takes time and it takes experience. It's just, you can't go into trucking expecting to make thousands of dollars. You can, but that should not be your main goal, or that should not be your main reason. My main reason is like, I like driving. I really do. I like the open road, and at the same time, I want to make some money. And so I'd say put money as a second. This place, I tell you, it's amazing. I should have checked on them. I had the guts to check on them, or I had a feeling I should check on them earlier. But I waited 30 minutes before my departure time, and they told me that the trailer has been here for 2 hours. My goodness. We're not complaining though, we're okay. So we are now connected finally to the right trailer. So it was the right, so at first I thought they gave me the wrong slot number for the trailer, but that wasn't the case. It was because also ROC had the wrong slot number. So, they can also see live data on where these trailers are out here, specifically on the yard. They can see all of that. And they, so ROC told me it was the trailer was somewhere in 1000s. But the gate guard is telling me the trailer is in 657. So this trailer this particular load coming from Vegas was coming here to get switched over with me and then continuing on to Spokane. Now, my Relay app is showing me a completely different trailer, completely different BOL number and everything. So everything was all discombobulated. And And ROC was not helping because they had no clue. So gate guard knew exactly what was happening. The only problem I had with gate guard was that these son of a guns waited 2 hours to let me know. They would have waited the whole time to let me know that they probably would have waited till my time expired to let me know that the trailer was already here. It's been here for a few hours now. Oh man, I should have checked on them. I mean, usually you never have to. Usually you just sit there and wait, and then your relay app will tell you, because everything is automated. Your relay, as soon as that trailer had come in to the gate, it should have let me know over here. And that's how it usually is, even over here. When as soon as this thing turns green, it'll let you know. So I have no clue what's going on, because everything is connected to me. Everything is connected to my load ID, my truck, and in turn that connects into my phone. Boy, I tell you. And then they got me out here running around like crazy. It's okay though. We getting paid. We ain't got to even worry about it. It's Amazon. I mean, we're so close to deadheading, real close to deadheading. But the trailer was here, so we could not dispute that. If the trailer was not here and could not be located, I would have had to go. They had no choice. I had to go. Now we have 7 hours and 40 minutes to go. Watch. 400 something miles. We can do it. We can do it for sure. It's gonna be tight. Why you have me going through there now? 415. Now the damn thing got me going on the 95. I mean, why would I do that? No. We are not doing that, not this time of the night or the day. It's already late. We're gonna be coming into some dark areas over there in 95. We're not doing that. Oregon DOT didn't give me no chance anyway, or no choice. They're closing down the highway because they're doing some kind of maintenance on it. That's crazy. They're closing down so many parts of it. So, we have no choice but to take the 95. Sure is a lot of chatter on his radio that something's not right with it. I think it's mine. It's on my end. Here we are. Finally made it. Well, today was a hot mess, but you know what? I'm staying optimistic. 1 out of 4 is not bad. At least that's what I'm gonna tell myself. No, really, that's not bad. Even with all of that mess, actually, it would not have been so bad if it wasn't for the guard shack dropping the ball. I mean, it's like the trailer sat there for a couple hours, you know? I was there waiting for a total of 4 hours, and right before my departure time, they're like, hey, by the way, your trailer's been sitting there for a couple hours. So, but other than that, still not bad. I'm still happy. Not even half worn, you know, so I think it's a success. Now we're looking for 836. 858. 7. But Hey, we're gonna be taking a one full day off. So we're off the full day tomorrow and then get back at it the next day. But if you like what we're doing with Amazon so far, go ahead and give it a big old thumbs up, man. If not, that's okay too. And we will see y'all in the next video.